Let me show you how to build this slick zoom through effect that transitions you from one section to the next seamlessly. Let's break it down. First, let's come up to the top in View, Sizing Preferences, and then turn on Always Show Advanced. Starting with our section, we'll turn on the CSS grid and add a 4-row layout, with each being 100 view height. Now let's add in a container with a width of 100%, height of 100 VH, center it, and then remove the background. Importantly, make sure to set the position type to sticky to the top. We can then hop into our Animations tab and set up a scroll effect with a type of out and expand with the following settings. We're then going to repeat these steps a couple times in order to really nail our zoom effect. We'll duplicate, attach, and center this container 3 times until our layers panel looks something like this. Then we can add in our image, importantly with a circle cut out from the middle of it, and make it 100% width and height. Then I'll start editing our zoom animations. The innermost container will have settings that look something like this. Then the parent container will have settings like this, and finally our outer container will have settings like this. This is in fact all necessary to get that circle to line up with our screen so we don't see it when we start scrolling. Now, to add more images, it is pretty much the exact same process. I'm gonna go ahead and hide what we currently have so it's easier to see what we're doing, then we'll unhide it later. Once again, grab a container and set it to a width of 100% and height of 100 VH, with a scroll animation out and expand with the following settings. Also, once again, make sure our position sticky is turned on. Now go ahead and duplicate, attach, and center this container 5 times so that our layers panel will end up looking something like this. Pop in your next image, which should have a circular cutout as well. Then once again, starting with our innermost layer, we'll have these settings, and then these settings, and then this, and these, and finally these settings. Now we can really start to see things come to life once I start scrolling down. Finally, I'll hide our second container as well so we can see what we're doing. And our third container is basically identical. So we'll start with our sticky to the top container, adding in the same expand out scroll effect with the following settings. Then we can duplicate, attach, and center 4 times until we have our sidebar looking like this. Then we can add the image into the innermost container. Our innermost container will have settings that look like this, then these, and finally these settings. Now that that is all done, let's hide the third container, add in one more container, and just add in a full screen image, as this will be our very last image. Finally, let's add in a little bit of text to really pull our sections together. I'll go ahead and hide the final image container so that I can add a new one that has a 100% width and 60% height. Importantly, go ahead and set this position type to pinned to the page. Then turning on CSS grid, I'm gonna add 2 more columns, all with 1 FR width and 1 more row with 1 FR height. Then I can add some text to the top row and set the row to a height of max content. I'll also add in some text and a button on the bottom left cell and stack them together. Additional content can be added anywhere in the container to spice up our sections even more. If we go ahead and unhide all of our containers, we end up with an amazing scrollable effect just like this. Want to see more of these? Check out another tutorial.